Have you ever thought that with a lot of faith you can do incredible things? Did you know that St. Monica is like a light that shows us that faith can do great things? Can you imagine how she helped her son, Augustine, find God? Do you believe that with lots of love and prayers, like Street Monica did, we can make things better? Do you want to hear a story full of love, faith, and never giving up? Let's discover it together. An extraordinary mother is born in Tagaste. Long ago, in a faraway place called Tagaste, which is now part of Algeria, a very special little girl was born. Her name was Monica. From the time she was little, Monica shone like a star in the sky. She was born into a Christian family, and from a young age, she learned to love God with all her heart. Monica was a very good and obedient girl. She loved helping her mom and dad. Do you also help your parents around the house? Monica did it all the time. She learned from a very young age that helping others is a way of showing God's love. When Monica was a child, she loved going to church with her family. There she heard stories about Jesus and learned how to be a good Christian. Do you like going to church with your family? Monica loved it. She felt like the church was like her second home. Monica grows up and becomes a young girl. As Monica grew up, her love for God grew stronger and stronger. She prayed every day and tried to be good to everyone around her. You know what? Monica had a special secret. She talked to God as if he were her best friend. Do you talk to God? It's a beautiful thing that we can all do. When Monica became a young girl, her parents decided it was time for her to get married. In those days, girls got married very young. Monica was introduced to a man named Patrick. Patrick was not a Christian and had a very strong character, but Monica decided to marry him in the hope that she could help him get to know God. A new adventure, marriage. Monica married Patrick and began a new adventure in her life. Living with Patrick was not easy. He got very angry, and sometimes he was not very nice to Monica. But do you know what Monica did? Instead of getting angry or sad, she prayed for Patrick every day. Monica believed that with love and patience, she could help Patrick become better. Monica and Patricio had 3 children. The eldest was called Augustine, and then came Navigio and Perpetua. Monica loved her children very much and wanted them to be good Christians. She taught them about God and showed them how to pray. Do your parents teach you to pray? It is a very beautiful thing that families can do together. The biggest challenge, Augustine. Monica's oldest son, Augustine, was a very intelligent boy. He learned everything very quickly and loved to ask questions about everything. But as Augustine grew older, he began to drift away from God. This made Monica very sad. She wanted her son to love God as much as she did. As Augustine grew older, he began to do things that were not right. He didn't go to church, and sometimes he misbehaved. Monica was very worried about him. Do you know what she did? She prayed and prayed and prayed and kept praying. Monica never stopped praying for her son. She believed that if she kept praying, God would help Augustine find the right path. A mother's tears. Monica cried a lot for Augustine. Her tears were drops of love that fell to the ground. Have you ever seen your mother cry because she is worried about you? That is how Monica cried for Augustine. But her tears were not of sadness, but of hope. She knew that God would hear her prayers. One day, Monica went to talk to a bishop. She was very worried about Augustine and wanted the bishop to help her. The bishop told her something very beautiful. the son of so many tears, cannot be lost. This meant that God would listen to Monica's prayers because she loved her son very much. Monica follows Augustine. Augustine decided to go far away from home. He went first to Carthage and then to Rome. Do you know what Monica did? She followed him. She did not want to leave her son alone. Monica traveled by boat, which was very dangerous in those times. But a mother's love is stronger than fear. When Monica arrived in Rome, she discovered that Augustine had left for Milan. So Monica set off again. She was determined not to give up. Do you give up when something is difficult? Monica teaches us to never give up, especially when it comes to the people we love. A special meeting in Milan. In Milan, Monica met a very wise bishop named Ambrose. Ambrose became a good friend of Monica and helped her a lot. He told her to keep praying for Augustine, but also to give him space. Sometimes, loving someone means giving them time to find their own way. Monica followed Ambrose's advice. She continued to pray for Augustine, but she no longer pursued him all the time. Instead, Monica spent a lot of time in church, praying and helping the poor. She trusted that God had a plan for her son. A quick break. If you were inspired by the video, please write down, "Give me faith and perseverance like Saint Monica." Let's continue with the second part of the video. The miracle Monica was waiting for. One day, something amazing happened. Augustine began to listen to Ambrose's words and to think about God. Little by little, Augustine's heart began to change. Do you know what? Monica's prayers were bearing fruit. It was as if all the seeds Monica had planted with her prayers were beginning to grow. Finally, the happiest day of Monica's life arrived. Augustine decided to be baptized and become a Christian. Can you imagine how happy Monica was? Her heart leaped for joy. All her prayers, all her tears, all her love had paid off. And boy, had there been a lot of them. Augustine had found God. A family united in faith. After Augustine's baptism, Monica, Augustine, and some friends decided to travel together. They wanted to return to Africa, their homeland. During the trip, they stopped at a place called Ostia. There, Monica and Augustine had a very special experience. One day, as they looked out the window and talked about God, Monica and Augustine felt like they could touch the sky with their hands. It was a magical moment, full of love and peace. Monica felt that her mission in life was complete. Her son loved God as much as she did. Monica's last journey. Shortly after that experience, Monica became ill. She knew she would soon go to heaven with God, but she was not afraid because she knew Augustine would be fine. She told Augustine that it didn't matter where they buried her because she would be with God. She also asked him and his brother to always remember her in church and pray for her. Do you pray for the people you love? It's a beautiful way to show love. The legacy of Santa Monica. Monica died in Ostia, surrounded by her children and love, at the age of 56. Although she was gone, her love and faith remained in the hearts of Augustine and those who knew her. Augustine wrote about his mother in a book called Confessions, telling how her love and prayers helped him find God. Thus, many learned about Monica's story and were inspired by her example. Why is Monica a saint? Monica became a saint because she was an example of love, faith, and perseverance. She never gave up, even when things were difficult. She teaches us that a mother's love is very strong and that prayers can change lives. The Catholic Church celebrates her feast day on August 27th. What does St. Monica teach us? St. Monica teaches us to love God and pray a lot because God always listens to us. She shows us that we must be patient and not give up, like when she waited for her son Augustine to meet God. She also teaches us to be good examples, like she was showing God's love with her actions. Santa Monica and families. St. Monica is very important to Catholic families. Many moms and dads pray to her when they are worried about their children, and she teaches us to continue loving them, even if they do things we don't like. She also shows us that it is beautiful to pray together as a family. Does your family pray together? It is a beautiful way to be united and closer to God. Let us imitate the virtues of Saint Monica. We can love God and talk to Him every day. We can be good and kind like Monica. We can also be patient and wait calmly when we want something, like she waited for Augustine to find God. The most important thing is to love our family and friends, because love can change people. If you like the story of Saint Monica, there is another saint who loved her family very much, Saint Gianna Beretta. Like Street Monica, she always put her family first. Don't miss her beautiful story. Click the link to watch the video. You'll love it.